It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Stafford flush to his right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
For the Rams.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
They're on 19-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
At the 27-yard
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Seahawks nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Second and 2.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down. It's Carson, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And the Seahawks first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Stanford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford trying to get it to Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. The 40, 20, 10, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. It's a foot race. The 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Kickoff for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And we know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got
the ball popped in the air and Intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
From the gun, Stafford. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards at a first down L.A.
10 at the 35-yard
line. Again, it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4. They run for it with Carson. And some room to maneuver. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
Now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Carson. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
The ball carrier.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play action. Now Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 20.
25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. He will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Rams 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford being chased out left.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play, because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his...
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing is Wilson. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Rams 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
3-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Stafford. Now they set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 20. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He was
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
4th down.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. They got him in. It's Woods. And the Rams Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. From the gun, Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Gay is on for the point after. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, Stafford dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Stafford. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the students ain't here around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Can I hit that? Okay. Can I hit that? Sorry, like you know. Okay. Can I hit that? Okay. Can I hit that? Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my